Tonight, lawmakers wrapping up the people's work with the regular legislative session coming to an end. But they're going to have to come back to deal with a few more issues, including the budget. Here's News 19's Becky Buds.
It was a busy day here at the South Carolina State House. Both chambers worked down to the wire to meet that 5 p.m. deadline. But there are still several bills that will have to be taken up over the summer.
And I think this has probably been one of the most productive legislative sessions that I've seen.
As the legislative session ended Thursday night, the story was not only what had passed, but also what hadn't. Many bills failed to pass this year, including universal private school vouchers, social media restrictions, and allowing liquor stores to stay open on Sunday.
We're already piling up a pretty good agenda for 2025.
Bills legalizing medical marijuana and creating a hate crimes law once again died.
But medical marijuana has been the one that I've been pushing for 8 years. It's passed out of the Senate, and it dies once again in the House. We've got to do something. It polls at the 70% range, and certainly we can do better than that.
Several big priorities are headed to conference committees, where 3 members from each chamber must work out a compromise. Those include a massive energy reform bill that would have greenlit a new natural gas plant, and a bill changing the way judges are elected.
On JMSC, for instance, we're very close. Anyway, I mean, the bills are different, but they're very close. So I think we can and we will get an agreement on the JMSC reform.
If you look at some of the proposals that were there, they identify that there's a problem. They recognize there's a problem. Now it's time to get to the solutions, and I think we'll be able to do that.
Bills that have been sent to the governor include a ban on gender-affirming care for minors, changing state law about compensating college athletes, and removing the sales tax on feminine hygiene products.
That is a win for Democrats and a win for women everywhere, because it was ridiculous to have to, the fact that you were a woman have to pay more in taxes for products that you need was ridiculous, and thank God we got rid of that.
A bill allowing anyone who legally owns a gun to carry it in public also became law this year. Lawmakers will come back to the State House in June to finish their work on the state budget and to enter those conference committees. They'll also be able to take up any bill that the governor vetoes. Reporting out the State House, Becky Buds, News 19 WLTX.
Also tonight, we've learned now that the Judicial Selection Commission has narrowed down their choices for a new Supreme Court justice. Letitia Verdon, Blake Hewitt, and Jocelyn Newman are the final 3. They will go before the legislature on June 5th. One of them will replace Judge John Kittredge, who is replacing Chief Justice Don Beatty this summer.